Hey Earth Signs, welcome in. I am just carrying on my elemental readings from the other day. I did two, and then life did the life thing, so here I am. So today I'll be uploading Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this reading. It's the Earth Signs, and I'll be doing another reading for the Air Signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Where is my mind? It's early morning here, and this is my first coffee. So bear with me, but I'm pretty tapped in. I've been downloading all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of change in the air, a lot of things going down, a lot of things going, a lot of pissed off people. I think the people that they didn't manifest, they didn't make any changes. They probably had toxic behavior, which it moves things along sometimes, but mostly it just keeps you in stagnant energy. So try to keep your negative energy obsolete. Just go through what you need to go through and let it go, right? Try to stay in that positive energy. That is what manifests. Wow. Negative energy manifests as well, right? But we don't want to manifest negative things. We want to manifest positive new adventures. So if you have got negative energy being sent your way, if you have got stagnant, toxic people, it's just because they're trapped. So just brush it off. Just like that. Ew, this shirt is new. Did you have to touch it? Ew, get off. Get out of here. Just shake it off. Shake it off. I was listening to a reading just before. She was saying how, one way to pick up if someone's sending you energy, if all of a sudden you're just like mad at someone and you hate them. And I had this moment yesterday, someone from my past, and I was real mad. And then today I'm like, I don't even care about them. They're always like that. Like, why was I so mad about it yesterday? Where did that come from? At the time, I just thought I was going through something and I needed to release it. But I'm realized that I gave them a lot of energy. And I'm like, oh, goddamn little witches. Today, I'm like, okay. So next time I pick it up, I'm going to just be like, who are you? Oh, that chick who keeps doing her hair like me and trying to be me and... Doppelgangers, eh? I've got a few of them. Keep trying. Keep trying. My special cannot be mimicked. The light cannot be mimicked. The things that I do selflessly cannot be mimicked. So keep doing good things, collective. It really pisses them off when you're a good person. They want to bring you down to where they're at. They want to bring you down to their level, so just don't. Stay in your own lane. We all have our own lane. We were given our own paths. What's going on here? Spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit, please come down and be with us for our earth signs today in this reading. Please protect the collective and myself, my home, their families, and please give us the most important messages you have today for our highest good. Use me to channel your messages, and I will give them as best I can. Thank you for all the work you do for us, for the support, for the blessings that we have received and that we will be receiving. Amen. My heart just did a little flutter. So we might be having some heart chakra awakenings coming through. My rising's in Taurus, and I've actually got quite a bit of Capricorn in my chart, which is good. It might be why I'm quite good at my endeavors. Capricorns are very, very good at like business and discipline and commitment. They're very, very earthed. Let's turn this on and we'll get some meditation music going. I'm going to be doing the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards today and the Archangel Animals. Just going to keep it nice and simple. Leave that cat alone, Anubis. Then I'd better get to the gym. No. Okay, there we go. Hey! Stop! Feisty fat cat. We're trying to tell him she's old. She's 10 years old. She doesn't want to play. She really has no tolerance. No tolerance for that dog. I'll just put it here. Hey! Leave her! Alright, let's get into this, guys. Going to be doing a bit of reading with the guidebook. Hey. Please like the video if you can and subscribe if you feel called to. It really helps. Thank you to those who do. For those who subscribe. Hey. Got a little bit of defensive energy on my cards when they do that. It's like a little bit of battling with yourself. A message for the earth signs, please. I just saw awakened awareness. You guys have gone through a big awakening recently. We all have, like, collectively. Is there something you need to say, earth signs? Something you need to speak on, you've been holding back? You need to tell somebody something? Mornings are always the best time for me to channel. Even though I look like I just got up. I didn't, I had breakfast. But this is me. Okay, just one card please for earth signs. What do they most need to know right now? It's a bit of aggression. I'm going to take that one. Gracious receptivity. Number 28. They're gorgeous art, eh? I love the art in these cards. Number 28. Gratitude, being thankful, receptivity, giving without expectation, how worthiness and self-love can affect your capacity to receive and give without depletion, overflow, over obligation, thriving, over surviving, gifting economies. If there was a manual for optimal human experience, one of the most potent points would be gratitude. It is the backbone of all spiritual practice. I was actually thinking yesterday, a lot of amazing things happened yesterday, and I'd prayed for them. I had really prayed for them, and they just came through so easily. Well, not easily, it was hard. I went through a hard time and I was praying. Usually it's the hard times that make us pray and manifest so much. Like, I need help. And these things just came through, and I just had the biggest moment ever. I was like 7 stories high in a building. My daughter just got her first apartment, I'm standing there and I'm like, shit's really changed. Like, we've all really grown up. This is making me emotional. But sometimes, like, these big changes, they come along and they sneak up. Like, they're there, but then they're there, and it's that next level and that next level. And, that sets off like a domino effect on everything's going to change. And so I drove home by myself. My son's hanging out because, they can. I drove home and I was just so grateful, and this real gratitude energy. And I thought to myself, we must be grateful even in the hard times, right? Because the hard times bring... Man, my phone's doing the most right now to stop this meditation. We must be grateful in the hard times for the energy and for the devotion that we put in, and that the universe, it puts this strain on us sometimes to give us that push forward. Otherwise we don't move the way we do, right? So on my way home, I was like, I wish I could be more grateful in those times of struggle, but like, we're never gonna be. It's completely different energy, right? We can't. Sometimes when you're feeling like you lost your mind, you're in the middle of a storm, your life's all gone crazy, everyone's going crazy, and you're standing out in the rain and you're like, thank you. Thank you for the chaos. I fucking love it. I've had that a few times in my life where I've just been like, I love it. I love this shit. Give me more. Don't ever challenge the universe like that. They will give you more. Like, gratitude really is a very powerful, powerful energy. It is the backbone of all spiritual practice. Writing a list of things you are grateful for has been scientifically proved to have a profound positive effect on the mind and nervous system. When we shift our perspective from what we are lacking, needing, and desiring, we temporarily replace the survival factor with the resonance for thriving. When we acknowledge the miracle of our existence and how far we have come despite the challenges, it can bring back our inner smile. Gratitude can enliven an attitude of, I've got this. One of the best tricks for bringing something into your life is to be already thankful for it. Oh, I like that, because we usually imagine it's ours, but do we imagine that we're thankful for it? I like that. As if it has already arrived. This sets up the frequency of fullness and plenty rather than emptiness and need and desperation, right? As we have mentioned before, like attracts like. but there is a whole other power at play here as true gratitude is anchored in the heart. Being moved by the sheer awe of appreciation and thankfulness is hugely pivotal to the ways others in our environment responds to us. The next step is to give from our hearts without being asked or invited. When we emanate a field of new earth consciousness, giving can free us from expectation just by knowing that we can. That's page 77. All thrive together when everything flows as a system of gifting. Burning Man Festival is the blueprint of this. Have you guys seen Burning Man? I've got quite a few friends that have gone to Burning Man. I have some friends that, like 4 years ago, they did the Burning Man in America. Then they went to the Burning Man, this is all in one trip, and took their son, which was gorgeous. America, then they did Australia, then they did the New Zealand one. We had like a little Northland version years ago, and actually I've got a friend who has a video of it on there, and I spotted my stripy skirt a mile away. It was one of the best nights of my life. I was like fire dancing, and I was light poi dancing. I just did all the things, and it was magical. And I didn't even really do it back then, I just tried it. And then there was all these boys up in the tree, and they were on this long rope, and they were like a few meters up high. And because I was trying all the things and doing all the things, I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that too. And one of the boys put down their arms and lifted me. And then there was one on the ground, and he helped push me up. And so I'm getting lifted like, I don't know, 3 or 4 meters up into the air. And I get almost there, and my brain goes, what are you going to do when you get there? You're scared of heights. And I'm like, oh no. And I look down, and I look at them, and I'm like, no. I just start going, no. Okay, I changed my mind. I was like in it, but now I'm not. Okay, put me down. Every time I go up too high, I'm like, put me down now. It was an amazing night anyway. But yeah, the Burning Man Festival is all about giving and sharing and being, and it's gorgeous. Yes, others may take advantage, but if you drop the fear of this outcome, it is likely that those of this frequency will also fall away. That too in giving is never regret, never feel, ungrateful. That, even if you've given someone to something and you're intuitively guided to, they could have asked God for something. And God, you could have been God's messenger. The universe could have sent you in there because you had that specific thing that person needed. Sometimes it's not even personal, but if we have an abundance to give, if we have more than what we need to give to keep that energy flow going, to keep the energy balanced. Holding up a beacon of light this way creates incentive and inspiration to those around you. As their cup fills, it unlocks space within them for sources in other areas. Thus, it unlocks space within them for resources in other areas. Wait, I'm just going around in circles. Thus, as giving overflow has a domino effect from person to person. Receptivity is a critical factor in the art of giving. Those who struggle to feel they have the resources to give may also have trouble receiving. Some do not feel worthy enough to receive, even from themselves. As mentioned, heart energy is key to gratitude and receptivity. Here it brings us to self-love and how important it is to feeling full enough so that our overflow that doesn't deplete. When you allow yourself to receive from those in their hearts joyous overflow and give from a place beyond expectation or obligation, a whole new paradigm reveals itself. You will discover a new way of thriving. Giving and receptivity is a two-way flow. Each allows space for the other. When we are in our hearts, we have limitless resources, and that starts with gratitude. Could gifting economies be the seed for a more joyful new paradigm of making the world go around? Consider your relationship with gratitude. How comfortable you feel receiving and what you love to give. Are there themes that allow the joyous overflow of giving without limitation? How can you add this to the lives of others? More often, away from the fear that you will get used if you give without guaranteed oh my gosh, I can't say it in my brain. Reciprocity. I just, in my brain I've got receptority, but it's laugh with me, guys, please. Reciprocity. It doesn't make sense. Let's move along. Are these areas where you are overextending yourself? Can you give more from areas where you are stronger and have more skill and capacity? Right now you may feel you have little to give, so allow yourself to receive more. The gift of the sun on your face on a winter's day, or a compliment from a stranger. Allow yourself to drink every drop. After all, it is up to how deeply you wish to drink of the gift that is shared. Often we take a little sip even when there is so much more we could appreciate. And yet, it is beautiful when you give to someone and they light up and receive it fully. Gratitude, self-love, self-worth are interwoven with the capacity to receive. Together, they nourish our soul. Step into your heart space by listing all the things you are grateful for, and notice how full you start to feel. From this place, your gifting capacity can spiral upwards. So, that's pretty self-explanatory, right, Taurus? Capricorn, Virgo, you guys kind of shut off, right? The earth signs. Kind of bury yourself a little bit sometimes. I think if we don't have expectations when we give, like I used to a long time ago, you know, I thought that's how giving worked. We give and we receive and we expect, and you know, that's how we're taught, because as children, we're expected, we're trained, like whenever we're given anything, we must be great. We're not taught to be grateful, we are taught to praise whoever's giving the gift in whatever way they're giving it to you. We are meant to praise them, right? And you know, it's even when we're children, you're not allowed to say no. You're not actually allowed to refuse a gift. You know, you need to be grateful. They tell you need to be grateful. Be grateful, be grateful. You get this, be grateful. Like, even if you don't want it. And you're like, what they didn't teach us is how to say no thank you, you know, politely. I don't know about you guys, but I used to see my grandfather once a year at Christmas, and I didn't know this man from a bar of soap. Once a year we'd see him, and I was very close with my nana, and they were separated, and I knew everything about him. I knew their whole marriage. I knew that he gave my nana chlamydia 50 million years ago when he was pregnant with my auntie, when he cheated on her, and my nana had to adopt her kids out, like, to the mother. Well, she didn't adopt them out, but, you know, so that she could hold down paying the mortgage on the house, because he was out having affairs and stuff and wasn't going to work, was just lying about it. And then he ended up leaving her in the end. When they came over to New Zealand, my family are English. They literally came halfway around the world to try and stop my grandfather from being exactly what he was. And I saw this man once a year, and he couldn't even get my name right. He'd call me Lisa, which is my sister's name. And I got to about, I think I was 10 or 11, and he went to hug me, and I went like this, because I didn't like, my mother was not affectionate, neither was my dad. Like, no one hugged me, and then all of a sudden I was just meant to allow this stranger to touch me once a year at Christmas, because everybody else, like, they just worshipped the ground he walked on, which I thought was the strangest thing. I'm like, he doesn't even like you guys. Why are you acting like this? Random family talk. And so I didn't like it, and so I went like this when he went to hug me, when I think I might have been like 10 or 11, and I was like, no thank you. And I got in so much trouble. They were so, everybody, he turned around and said I pushed him away. And my mum and my aunties, because they all had daddy issues, you know, and they were all going, meh, 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 meh. And the whole Christmas day, I was the bad guy, just for saying, no, I don't know you, please don't touch me. And then years later, I was like, obviously, I think this was my last Christmas, was about 14, that I was invited to. And then I just was not invited ever again, because I just didn't play the game. I didn't play the part. I didn't understand. You know, I have never been able to be fake in my life. I am who I am, and I have always had boundaries. I've taught my mother boundaries. I've taught everybody boundaries. Like, I don't like that, don't do that to me. Anubis. And so I was walking inside, and he was going, Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. And I'm like, Lisa's not even out here. Who's calling Lisa? And then I turn around, and he goes, get me a beer. And I'm like, I don't mean to be rude, but I felt like that was pretty rude, you know? I'm your grandchild and you don't even know me. Anyway, I turned around and I said, I'm Tracy, get it yourself. And oh mate, yeah, that was my last Christmas with the family. Like, if you don't know my name, I am not getting you shit, Jack. I ain't playing. Who are you? Did you leave me in your will? No. Okay, I have the monkey. Experience all that life has to offer. I feel like just give if it feels natural. If you know, natural. I feel like it's a really good indication on giving. If you naturally want to give something to someone because you feel like it belongs to them, if you feel like that's what you're meant to do, that's not water, it's in the kitchen. No, leave that bowl alone. If you feel like they deserve a gift and that you are wanting to be the one to give that, then do it. You're never going to be disappointed. We have the Raven, prepare for change, and that is archangels Israel and Hopki. And we've got Archangel Raphael. Hey, come here. This reading's a lot longer than I intended. We've got the Rhinoceros, be strong and courageous. I didn't know there was an archangel called Sandalphon. Con. I don't know how to say that. And Rogue Wheel. Oh, and we've got the Rat. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Archangels Gabriel and Zadkiel. The Rat. So we've got the monkey, the raven, the rhino, and the rat. We've got 30 minutes on the timer. And I see the snake here too. Live according to your divine essence. That might be important to you. And we got the bat too. That's them. Hey, settle down, mate. Live according to your divine essence, and the bat is seeing through illusion into truth. And I'm going to leave that there with you, earth signs. Sending you a lot of love. A lot of love. Grounding. Reflection. I feel like you've probably had enough reflection, right? And you're probably ready to just go on holiday, go on an adventure, and go and have some time out. You've done a lot of work. It's time to have some fun again, okay? So take a load off, go do something fun with the friends, with the family, by yourself. Take a little break. And just remember, life's not all work, okay? We're here to have some fun as well. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.